following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
You have to play your way out of being on Hard Knocks off-season.
Learn Chinese, buddy. Konnichiwa.
It's a me.
Calling my shot now. They make the playoffs next year with Sanders as their quarterback.
Steph Curry walked so Caitlin Clark could run. In fact, the cup should go back to Canada, where it belongs this next go-round.
No, I like to suck on him a little bit first to make sure I get all the salt out.
Where was Nick Bosa on January 6th?
Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Tuesday night. That means it's time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I'm Mike, and I want to start off the show by saying congratulations to the University of Auburn. 4 more national championships in their book today. They just woke up and said, you know what? We're claiming 4 more natties. So they did. 1910, 1918, 1954, and 2004. Congratulations, Auburn, on your 4 national championships that you earned today. Scott, that's a hell of a sports weekend. I don't think you could top that one.
There's no way. And the Braves have actually not been sucking now that the season's firmly over. They're playing ball, but no way. Didn't wake up to 4 championships today. That's congratulations, Auburn, man. I just heard they were going to retire Cam Newton's jersey, and I'm like, good for him. Good for him. But 4 national titles, that kind of overshadows that. Sorry, Cam, back burner, bitch.
You know what my favorite is? One of the national titles that they claimed is 2004, which is the national title where USC had to vacate the title after beating Oklahoma. So Auburn didn't even play in the national title game, and they were like, we're taking 2004, baby. That one's ours.
Hey, look, Auburn looked around, saw how this country is being run, and was like, fuck it, these are ours now. Who's gonna say something to us, huh? Who gonna tell us no? You? No? Okay, cool. Then now we have 4 more. Suck it.
Great sports weekend for Auburn. Congrats to your Braves, Scott. Glad to hear. Also, good sports weekend for your boy here. Avoided the sweep against the Brewers. Stopped their streak.
Only team in baseball that hasn't been swept. Congratulations.
Swept. Wish they could win 2 out of 3 instead of 1 out of 3, but at least
baby steps. We're
getting
Trust
there.
me, I know the season. It's all about baby steps.
All right. FCC got 3 points. Tottenham got 3 points. Good weekend for your boy Mookie. How about you? How's your weekend?
Pretty good weekend. Watched a lot of Little League, bet on none of it.
Liar.
It's true. It's absolutely truth because it's only on the most reputable of books that don't have an app. So was doing real well until the Rockies walked off the Doyers last night. They're now in a 3-game heater, which don't like that, but
Crazy.
Yeah, 1-0 win over Man U to start off the Prem. Not a bad way for the Gunners to come out. Still a lot of questions. Long season, though. Long season to progress through. And, yeah, like you said, great seeing Evander get that game-winning goal up there in Portland. But honestly, flying under the radar, Kevin Kelsey having himself a nice little season.
Yeah, a little brace.
I like to see it for the kid. I always liked him, just didn't like him $7 million worth.
Underrated storyline in that game was Kevin Kelsey playing his old squad. Everybody was talking about Evander going back to Portland. The Portland fan. Listen, Mook, I don't know about
let him have it, but
lots of respect for the Portland fans chanting F Evander throughout the entire game. Yeah. Hats off. I love a passionate fan base like that.
And did you notice how Evander owned it like a man instead of being a whiny little bitch and running away to Argentina about it, right? Like, he's like, I'd like it if they cheered me, but I get it. I understand, no love lost. And he took it like a man. That's our MVP right there. Mm-hmm.
I love the Acosta dig. We got an awesome show tonight. The Big Ten is throwing out some wild shenanigans. I want to talk about the NIU coach and his rant against the transfer portal that he had over this past week. We can talk. Let's see. Let's check the rundown. Coach O is back in the news. He wants to coach again. And also, Scott, some shenanigans from your boys over at ESPN after they get in bed with the NFL. All of a sudden, some interesting decisions being made over at the 4-letter network. So we'll talk about that. Plus, Rob Manfred out here making news, man. He's talking expansion. He's talking geographical realignment. So we got to do this. Tyson, yes. We're doing soccer talk off the top. Kaiser, get these crackers under control.
I'm trying, man. I can't rein it in all the way. It was in the intro part. They snuck it in there, man. I'm sorry.
It's a good sports weekend. I'm
It was
sorry.
a great sports weekend. One might call it the sports equinox.
Kicked off, man. You gotta talk Premier League like right when they kick off. Also, I cried during the Liverpool game. Mook, I don't know about you.
Ugh.
You cried during
Yeah.
that one? No, tears. Lost it.
Yeah, it's sad, but
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten a little bit numb because there's just been so many tributes that not that it diminishes it at all, but man, it sucks. It sucks.
Song gets me. The song gets me. Especially when they're playing it for Diogo. Anyways, listen, Jon Kruk is another guy we got to talk about tonight because this dude was out here breaking people's brains during a broadcast. Also, there's a mascot suing an NBA team, and bare knuckle boxing is coming out with an event that I think we can all get behind. Tons to get to. We will probably get to none of it, but we'll try. We'll do our best. In the meantime, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. As always, we rate them on Caesar scale, dog or no dog. Scott, what is in your mug tonight, dog or no dog?
Well, it's another Migger.
Oh, boy.
Some more giggle juice for y'all tonight. Same band, different song. Cycling Frog also had a 50 Migger, and this one is raspberry lemonade instead of the Arnold Palmer version. And I saved this one for second because while the Arnold Palmer one is delicious, and don't get me wrong, I would drink it 10 out of 10 times. It does have that slight like weed flavor, like you can kind of smell it. So it's not bad, but I mean, it's not as pleasant of a swallow.
It's got a little
Pause.
funk to it.
But the raspberry lemonade completely hidden. It is immaculate. So if the other one was a 10 out of 10, this is an 11 out of 10. Straight dog. I can chug that. That's what's dangerous about this one is I can chug this one and then not even think twice about it.
You are telling me that in a 50 milligram can, no weed taste whatsoever?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how they've done it on
That's
this
insane.
raspberry one. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, especially because you can notice it in the other one.
I'm blown away by that, and now I need to find these. The only problem is if I have a 50 milligram beer, I will then disappear for a weekend. You won't see me. I will be not functional.
And to get you a 50 megger and a chaperone.
How many Mexican pizzas would you eat, Mike?
All of them.
All of them.
All of
Yeah,
them.
no doubt.
If
That's
I
the
could
good
get
stuff.
off the couch, that's the thing. I feel like I would have an existential crisis and just not want to leave the couch if I consumed 50 migs in an evening. That is one where they say you can pop the can and refrigerate after opening. That would be me. It would be like, let me get a sip, and then this goes in the refrigerator. Boys, don't touch that. That's that easy.
Yeah, this is an adult one, so they don't have those instructions on there. As usual, just the straight cans. With the tall boys there, they're like, hey, if you're drinking a 16-ounce 50 megger, you ain't putting this back in the fridge. They already know.
Choices have been made.
You didn't come here to half this.
Hey, no half stepping. Don't be a habitual line stepper. You got to go all the way with it.
Ain't no 25 megging in here. We 50 or nothing, baby.
Mookie, what are you drinking tonight, dog or no dog?
Pains me, but I have to say it's no dog. It's coconut milk stout from Soulcraft Brewing. I was real excited about it until I went to check in and realized I'd already checked into it once, and it was 2.5 caps last time, and it ain't much better this time. There's nothing good. Like, it's dark. It looks like it'd be thick, but it's a really thin beer.
Ew.
Doesn't even have like the sweet coconut taste. It just has like a stale coconut flavor to it. You don't get any of the coffee. And on top of all that, it's 4.6%. So it's like you got nowhere to turn, man. So we're gonna get through this as fast as we can. Just because it's a cat. That's what it is. It's a cat.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yikes.
That bad?
It has such potential. It's a waste of calories, really, is what it is.
Do you think it's expectations? Is that why it's not living up here for you?
Maybe it might also be the expiration date thing. There's a big 22 on the bottom of this can. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I really hope that it's from 2022. Like that would be special.
Yeah,
Even if
either
it
way,
was canned in 2022, it is now a 3-year-old.
3-year-old beer, dude. God, that's got to be not good. Like, I don't think there's many beers that can
Judging it.
stand
You're
3
judging
years.
it as if it's fresh off the line.
I mean, look, I can't confirm that it's 3 years old.
It's
Probably
either
is.
best case scenario, it's 3 years old. Worst case scenario, it's 3 years past when you should have drank it. So either way, not a good start.
Yeah, that's true because I don't remember buying this, so there's no way it's fresh. Hey, you know what?
We're off to a start.
We're just gonna take this one off the board. We won't even rate it. We'll check in, but you know what? You're right. It'd be unfair to rate it. So undefined
You
cat.
called it a
There
cat.
you go. Undefined. Yeah, call it that. Rex is drinking Highland Brewing Gaelic Ale, 5.5% ABV. It's a dog that you see in passing. It's a dog, but you don't want that dog. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever. I mean, I guess there has been times where I've been walking and been like, yeah, I don't want that dog.
It's easier. It's easier for me, dude. Like, as much as I love dogs, and like, there's very few dog breeds that I don't hate. As a homeowner and person who does not like hair everywhere, it's like I want that dog, but I don't want that dog. If it sheds, if it sheds a lot, I'm fucking out, dude. There's no way.
Dog, and I'm like, that's a good boy. I want that dog. I want that dog. But then you're right. Then there are some dogs that I'm like, nah, that's okay. That dog's fine for you. It's not.
Yeah. I'm out on shedding, dude. I can't go lay on my couch and be covered. I don't know how folks.
Would
do
you
that.
rather
Gross.
have a dog that sheds or have a dog that is really slobbery?
Hold up. Pause. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Dog that sheds. Dog that slobbers. Dog that humps your leg.
Go.
Actually,
that's not bad.
Damn. I'm drain pouring the shedding. I can't do it. Slobbering I can wipe off, so I'm sipping that. And everybody needs a good hump, so we'll chug the hump. Hey, come on, get off, put that thing away.
Pause.
Get off. Yeah. So I mean, like, get off. But yeah, no, I mean, I can't. People laying down and getting covered in their dogs. No, I can't do it. It's so gross. I hate when I go to people's houses who have shedding.
Well,
Yeah. It's tough.
just remember that you're welcome over here, but you're not going to want to come over here because we got that hair about. Robert Taylor hit it on the head. Sip the dog that humps, because that's just fucking funny. Like, there's no downside to that. There is no negative. Chug the dog that slobbers, because like Scott said, yeah, you can kind of wipe it off and not that big a deal. Pour drain the shitting. It's just a losing battle, but you can't stop fighting it. It's just, nature of the beast.
Jesse said, sip the slobber, chug the shedding, and drain pour the humping. That's a wild take right there.
Wow, yeah.
I was in alignment with you guys. I'm drain pouring the shedding. That's why my dog is hypoallergenic and doesn't shed.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sip the humping for Mookie's reasoning as well. It's hilarious and it makes me laugh. And who doesn't love when the owner just like sticks their leg out and they're like, come on, buddy, come on. And then the dog walks over and just starts humping it. It's like, that's a good trick. That's better than shaking hands. And then I'm going to chug the slobber because, that you wake up and it's the dog's drooling on your face. Not my idea
This
of a way.
doesn't fucking turn her and hooch. Like, what are you? Come on, man.
It's more that they tend to look a lot like jizz stains, when the dog's got all slobber, then they
Yeah,
shake it out, and
I was gonna say
yeah.
I'm used to it just being one of those things where, like, if they slobber a lot, they rub up against your leg, and then yes, it looks like you got cum stains all over your legs.
I swear to God, it's the dog. I swear. Gabe is drinking Dry January from Abomination Brewing Company.
I love that name of that beer. That is
9.7%
awesome.
ABV dog, yes. Name alone, that's a dog.
Yeah.
Robert Taylor said no alcohol, gents, all water. Cheers. Robert's on that getting buffed train, man. So he must be cutting out the booze to get ripped. I see you.
I thought it was ladies, but that's cool too.
Well, yeah.
That's why the pictures of Robert working out are why I need a dog that slobbers. Pause.
Gabe wants to know who's fatter, Kruk or Windhorse.
Probably Windy.
Yeah,
So,
these
yeah.
days, yeah. Kruk
Yeah.
actually lost weight after he stopped playing.
It's always
Windhorst is
amazing when
just
athletes
loud.
do that, when they stop playing and just like slim down a ton. Sarah's still working through her Founders Mortal Bloom Imperial Thorn. Matt Barr on antibiotics, so just good old high quality H2O. We got a sober show over here, fellas.
Yeah,
Sober chat tonight. Very few drinkers in the chat, and that's fine. Biscuit also drinking water, but his is flavored like Walmart cherry Kool-Aid.
Nice.
It's my favorite. Dog. Mookie Tyson said you're scared of the thickness.
See, I was looking for the thickness, and that's the downside. You look at it, you look like it's going to be thick, and then you're just hit with a flat-butted broad, and like, nobody wants that.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, so I told you guys before the show, Scott and Drew, this one I've been afraid of. So this is by Drecker Brewing. It's a sour.
Yeah.
Peach swirly
Look at that can.
creamsicle.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Some vanilla, some ice cream flavor. It pours like juice.
Why don't we have that one? I've got there's the 4 breakers that I did, and that's not one of them. Like, I need that. That sounds amazing.
I'm not a peach fan, not a huge peach fan. This is delicious. This is an absolute dog. It is peach and vanilla. It tastes like just a slightly different orange cream. Absolute banger. I'd let this dog finish on my leg. All right, that's how good this dog is. This is a good boy.
Are you wearing shorts or pants though in this scenario?
Doesn't matter.
Wow, that's saying something right there, man.
Either way, Matt Barr, by the way, clarifying, he wouldn't say sober necessarily. And Robert saying, if you can't enjoy craft brewed sports sober, can you really enjoy it?
The answer to that is a fat old no.
Nope.
That's a great point. Gabe's got a hot take here, fellas. Peaches are overrated.
Look, I'm not going to
Are they
stand in
overrated?
line for peaches, but dude, peaches are on point, man.
Yeah, I think peaches are properly rated. Like, if you go down south, they might hype them up a little bit too much.
Pause.
But just in general, I don't think that peaches get too much hype.
Peaches get all of the hype. There is a truck that comes to town and stops at different places that people will spend tons of money and wait in line to buy a crate full of peaches from this truck. I don't know if you guys just don't hang around with white.
No, I'm aware.
There are
don't.
white people that are hyped for peaches.
Yeah,
Hyped.
it's ridiculous. Got to give it to him too, though, because as he's cutting rubber, it says he disagrees. Gabe, he can eat peaches for hours. Get it, buddy.
Little peach fuzz.
That's tough.
Let's go to the clip.
I don't need a clip of that. Let's It's very early. The discussions are early, but the idea has been planted. The seed has been planted. And the Big Ten is talking about expanding the college football playoffs. Now, we've talked about this, right? Hey, maybe go to 12 teams or maybe go to 16 teams. Then you get a few more bids in there. 16 is child's play for the Big Ten here, fellas.
Oh, my God.
And they are looking to expand the playoffs to 28 teams. 28 teams. Mind you, the rankings are just 1 through 25. We have 3 extra teams in the playoffs that don't even appear in the rankings. That's absolutely crazy to me. 28 teams. Scott, that is the correct reaction to a 28-team college football playoff.
The Big Ten has wanted to do some really fucking stupid things, but this is really fucking stupid. I mean, not even to point out that there is only a top 25, so we're just throwing in 3 more teams just for the sake of it. But 28, how did they reach that number other than just we want to make sure all of the Big Ten gets in mostly, and then a whole bunch of SEC, and then whatever. Like, what an
That's
absurd number.
Exactly how
An
they came up with
absurd
28.
number, dude.
Because the proposed breakdown is 7 teams from the Big Ten, 7 teams from the SEC, 5 teams from the ACC, 5 teams from the Big 12, 2 non-power 4 teams, and then 2 at-large bids. 28 teams.
And I'm sure there's a contingency in there too that says if for some reason we don't know that Alabama or Ohio State fall out of those top 7, we reserve the right to just put them in and push 2 other teams out. You know, because fucking reasons, right?
I was waiting for the Notre Dame contingent, like, because if there's a way for us to just get Britain straight in, like, all right, cool, you know what, I'm fine with it. Let's go ahead, roll it. Why not? What do we got to lose, right? 28 though. How was it? 6 weeks of games in the playoffs? Then
It's such an insane number. Dude.
That's
Such
crazy.
an insane number.
how is that actually going to work though? Did they say that part of like who
Like the
gets a
NBA
bye?
playoffs called and they said that shit's too long. I mean, come on, dude. 28 teams. Get out of here, man. There's no way. Like, and I love the playoffs and like the idea of expansion, but this is way too far for football. Like, no.
My favorite part about it is with the 2018 bracket, if you actually break it down, a single elimination 2018 bracket, there's only 4 teams that get a bye. Like that, there's still just the top 4 get a bye, and everybody else is playing games in the playoffs. Under this proposal, they would do away with conference championships. There would not be any more conference championships, mainly because you don't have the time to have a conference.
Yeah, I guess not.
You have
28 weeks worth of playoffs. God.
You have 5 rounds of playoff games that you have to play. So conference championships are gone. That does not exist anymore. It'll just be like, congratulations, you had the best record in the Big Ten. You're the Big Ten champion. But not that it matters, because this team that barely went 500 is also getting in the playoffs, because everybody gets in the fucking playoffs from the Big Ten or the SEC. 7 teams is wild. That's a wild number to allow into the playoffs. Mookie, you're trying to get in there. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off with how.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up right now. So, Sarah, I guess this counts as a Google. How is this actually going to work? You said there's 4 buys, so we have 28. So then, wait.
It's just 24.
Oh yeah, 24 divided by 2 is 12 plus 4 is 16. Okay, never mind. I figured it out. It's a Xavier math, you know.
Biscuit chiming in with Auburn has already claimed 4 of the new spots. Love that. Auburn's just like, these are ours. Yeah, man, this is wild. This is dumb.
Jesse actually with a decent point here. He goes, "How do you kill the December portal?"
No, man, come on. We gotta worry about those exams, you know, student athletes. Yeah, they can't play too many games around the exam time, right? That's what they care about. Schooling.
Also, that wouldn't kill the portal, because the kids from Penn State were transferring before they played Notre Dame. So they that was in like real playoffs, not 28 team everybody gets in playoffs. That's like they had a shot at this one, and they were kids hopping in the portal before that Notre Dame game. So,
oh man, you want to talk about having a shot? Earlier this weekend, Army had a shot, but they just could not close on this play here as Tulane took it to the house. It's early in the game here, still scoreless. Drop back to pass, completely over the middle. Plenty of opportunities to go ahead and take this guy down for just a short toss, and boom.
We just didn't get the guy. And I don't know what that one guy was doing. He saw a butterfly or something and dove after.
I hate that you loaded these as videos, so I can't even like break through and like interrupt it.
You know what the worst part is?
I love the commentary from Rex in the background.
Yeah, we got commentary on this one.
Now, because you did it like this.
What happened was a breakdown of tackling on that one play where through a slant right. We just didn't get the guy, and I don't know what that one guy was doing. He saw a butterfly or something and dove after.
You know,
late dives are classic, man.
I mean, isn't that just like so EA though, right? I mean, you can't really beat it. Should we wait for later for the others, or do we just want to go like blow the whole load now?
That bar saying Rex making his CBS debut with his commentary. They're saying great commentary, Rex.
Well, he broke it down for us again in this other play.
Told Coleman, lined up, saw the defensive spread, and I was all like, all right, you know what to do. You got to run to the Buick. Any Given Sunday is his favorite movie. So he ran to that Buick. He hit the Volkswagen on the way, but he got in the end zone. So that was a good run by Coleman there.
Oh my God, that was awesome. That was awesome, dude.
Let's be honest, though. This wasn't a game without controversy, and it was late. It was tight. This one went to overtime, y'all. Crazy result. Which honestly, a lot of it may be due to this play here, where I don't know. You guys be the ref. You be the call here. Did we have a missed call?
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hayes. Oh, he's got some space.
You don't see it right there, but was this a block in the back, folks? Might have been a little. He might have had a little help.
That was a dive. That was another dive. That was another missed dive.
I like how much effort and work Mookie put into this. Out of all the things we've ever done for this show, and the amount of commitment of lack thereof, my man put in work on this with the slow-mo and the picture-in-picture and popping back on the instant replay. Well done, sir. Well done.
There have been 2 times in the history of Mookie being on Craft Root Sports where he has put in effort. One is this, and 2 was when he showed up for the beer mile, kick a field goal or run a beer mile in pads that he had purchased from Play It Again Sports. Those were the 2 biggest commitments to a bit Mookie has ever had.
Look, I mean, we could do this all season, boy. Like this is just absolutely. We found a new stratosphere here, guys. Because what I didn't show you were all the other clips. Because my God, this was a back and forth game. It was tight. There was even a point where Rex, hey man, I tried to rub salt in the wound, threw a pick late in the fourth quarter, Tulane up by 7. We drove down, ran that pick back to the 2-yard line. Homie held us on 3 straight downs, just trying to run out the clock, get in the end zone. I was like, it's all right. We'll kick the field goal, get to 10 points, have a 2-score game. Shank that shit wide left from 19 fucking yards. And what does Rex do? Gets the ball and just like a hoss drives straight down the field. I think he had 2 20-yard runs on 4th down, gets in the end zone, ties it, sends it to overtime. And then, look, Rex, chime in. We were going to save this for the presser after the game, but had a real tough spot there. 4th and 7 from the 9-yard line. In overtime, he had the ball first. Went for it. We got some pressure up front with our front 4 while playing a light zone coverage underneath, and he threw it in the ground. So all we had to do was kick a field goal to win. Thank you, Jesus. We had a real big run on first down to get within like 15 yards and then kick that extra point field goal to win it 24-21 in overtime. But Army going on the road into Tulane and really putting up a fight, showing you that, yeah, the American is for real. Scott, what do you have to say to that? Speechless, absolutely speechless. I get it, dude. It's entertaining. Just wait.
Saying, well, we've officially hit something worse than your friend telling you about his fantasy team.
Have we though? Because I got a lot further I can take this.
Rex said, I did not approve this message. Using Rex's voice without permission, Mookie, is what you're doing there. Hey, I want to go through these teams. Tell me, stop me when I reach a team last year that deserves a playoff spot that didn't get one. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oregon in, Indiana in, Penn State in, Ohio State in.
Yeah.
Moving on. Illinois. Deserved to be in last year? No.
Are you saying they should have been in or no?
Oh, did they deserve to be in the playoffs last year?
Nah.
Illinois at 10-3. Did they?
They were 10. Okay, 10-3. Fine.
Okay, Iowa 8-5.
Nah, fuck them. They're terrible.
They didn't deserve to be in. Okay, Michigan 8-5. Did they deserve to be in?
Nah, they cheated.
Okay, Minnesota 8-5. Do they deserve to be in?
I mean, as much as I'd love to see PJ Fleck get crashed out in the first round, no, not really.
Okay, because under this system, all of those teams would have been in the playoffs this year. They all would have made it in. Those are your top 7 from the Big Ten.
And like the thing is like it's not like look, the NFL, you get a team that's what 9-7 or whatever they sneak in, or I guess 9-8 now. Those are teams that could go on a run like that. It makes sense in that league, but dude, there's just so much mediocre football out there. Like, here's the problem: it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time.
It is
right?
going to happen. I don't know who mentioned it in the comments, but somebody had pointed out, like, it's just money at this point. And that's exactly what this is going to be. And it's going to continue to just be a cash grab. We'll bring Scott back in. Scott.
Oh, now
I'm gone. Now Scott's gone. Everybody's gone.
I was like, how the hell did that happen?
Best part is before they show your kids are like, hey, you guys ever in this view? And Mike's like, no, we're never in this view. And hey, look, now we're in this view. Hooray.
It's
awesome. Thanks, Mookie. Anyway, Mike.
There you go.
We got to go Oreo, reverse Oreo. Scott, it's good to see you again. Did you hear the teams from the Big Ten that would have made the playoffs?
No, I did not.
If the playoffs had this format this past season, these teams from the Big Ten would have been in Oregon, Indiana, Penn State, Ohio State, Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, potentially USC.
Ugh.
So all of like the old guard and one of the new.
They were like 8-5 teams that were 8-5. If you look at
did everybody complain about Indiana getting in the first place because Notre Dame beat the shit out of them?
They said Indiana didn't deserve to get in, but we're gonna let in 8-5 Minnesota under this new proposed playoff. In the SEC, it would have been Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, Missouri, Ole Miss, Alabama, LSU, or South Carolina. Those would have been the teams that that would have gotten in. At least those teams had the worst record was 9-4 instead of this 8-5, 7-6 record that's coming in here. But still,
so bad, man. Like
bad teams.
Yeah,
well, I guess, and here's the thing: if you go outside of the conference, let's say, what is it, 28? If you still go with 28, like who are we actually talking about? Like, is it any better if we just open it up to all conferences? Because I reckon probably not, right?
Well, I mean, if you just said just take the top 25, like wouldn't that be fair enough? Be like the top 25 get in at the end of the season, and then we take 3 at large. I'm not saying that like it helps when you're talking about the numbers. I'm just saying if you wanted to do 28 just to make it somewhat fair, you could do that because at least it opens it up to the other teams that get ranked there at the end of the season in the smaller conferences.
Sarah, count this as another Google, but if we're going to the top 20, the 20 through 25 last year would have been, and this is what the AP would have been: Syracuse, Army, Missouri, UNLV, Memphis, Colorado. And then if you throw in 3 more, Navy, LSU, Louisville.
Here's the thing though. They've got it allocated by conference. So you were going to get in tons of teams who are not ranked. Like, okay, let's go. Right, so Big Ten and SEC. These are the ACC teams that would have gotten in the playoffs last year. It would have been SMU, Clemson, Miami, Florida, Syracuse, Louisville. Those would be the teams representing the ACC under this type of playoff.
It's still not as bad as I thought it would be, though.
Dude, that's bad. Louisville last year?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, how about we go to the Big 12 and see who would have gotten in there? It would have been Arizona State, BYU, Iowa State, Colorado, Baylor. Those are your representatives from the Big 12 in the playoffs. I'd be okay if they were saying we're just taking the top 25 and then 3 more teams. Fine. You're going to have some Power 4 or non-Power 4 teams in there. Yeah. Like that's totally fine.
It would be fair if you wanted to if you were going to go to 28. 28 is too damn many. But if you were going to do it, that'd be the only way that'd be like, all right, whatever.
Can you imagine if they were like, we're going to go to 24 and we're going to just use the top 25 rankings? So there's just one team who's sitting at 25th who just gets screwed out of not being in the playoffs.
You know, that
unless that team is ever Ohio State or Alabama, we got to make sure that we put that in parentheses.
Jesse's saying, just make a nationwide super conference and quit fucking around. Euro soccer, that shit. That's one of the reasons why I feel like Michigan got the punishment that they got this week, fellas, for their cheating scandal. Did you see the punishment? It was basically a fine. Jim Harbaugh got a joke. Sharon Moore he got some games suspended, but Michigan gets to pick the games. Like it's
well, no, they're like
next year.
They're like, you're suspended for 6 games, but we'll count a couple from last year, and you only got to do 1 a season for 2 seasons. Like, I forget who was saying this on ESPN, but like this shows you how toothless the NCAA is now. Like they got no clout. They can't do anything about this. I mean, first of all, who remembered this investigation was still going on? Because I sure as hell didn't.
I thought it was done when they announced the punishment. I was like, wait a minute. I thought that shit all got wrapped up. Like, what? Why is this making news again?
The NCAA had to do something to stay in the news cycle. I don't know. It's
just funny that like
they could have released the Epstein files if they.
They released some files, just wasn't the ones we were looking for.
Yeah, wrong files.
Who's the college football coach most likely to be in those files? Who's the guy?
Day. Oh. I mean, let's look at him.
Well, you said current coach because Urban Meyer. I feel like would be
Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer is probably in it, but like current college football coach.
Oh, I was gonna say Patino, but different sport, right?
Different sport.
Yeah. I still stand by that answer. Gabe says Brian Kelly, but he's just he ain't cool like that. Like they wouldn't let him in. They wouldn't let him in the club. Wait,
what? Hold on, wait, what? Did you just say cool like that? Like it's cool to be in
No, not like that. Like
what? Wait, huh? I don't think that I want to be cool like that either. I think I'm gonna go hang out with Brian Kelly if that's
never had the privilege. Never had the privilege.
Yeah, Brian Kelly. Like I never had the privilege. I never had the privilege. No, yo, I ain't never been there. Oh no, daggone island.
Family. I'm about family.
Yeah.
It's either Lincoln Riley or Lane Kiffin. It's in the file.
No, don't do that to Lane. No, don't. No, Lane's not on that. No.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying Lane's doing anything wrong. I think Lane is like, we doing coke on an airplane? I'm in. Let's go. Where are we flying to? I don't care. And then he shows up. And he's like, what is happening at this island? You got any more coke? And he just goes and does the coke. I don't think he's,
Okay. All right. All right. All right. I don't like it, but all right.
I'm just like, is he frozen again, or is he pausing for dramatic effect?
No, I was pausing because I don't like the idea. Lane's my boy, so he ain't in the files, man. Ain't nowhere near them bitches. That's Ryan Day type shit.
Sarah and Gabe wanting to know, what does Lou have to say about the Epstein files? Those files, listen, there's a lot of false stuff in those files. I think we should keep them a little secret and just, chuck that away and just not worry about that anymore. We're just going to hide it because, listen, what happens
in the files?
No. Sure, I'm not. But listen, sometimes what you got to do, like when a situation like this comes up, is you just take the priest and move them to a different church. Okay, so that's all we got to do is move these files to a different church. Everything's okay.
I mean, hey, it's crisis management 101 right there, right? Distract. Milk and honey, man. Milk and honey.
I want to talk about this NIU coach because he went viral this week talking about NIL and what's happening with NIL and all of this stuff. And
his reasoning was such bullshit.
Let's play it. Hopefully the audio is working on this because it
don't bother me one bit because you know what? In life, you're going to make decisions, right? Sometimes it's going to work in your favor and sometimes it's not. I told our team the other day, we lost all these guys. Let's see who plays. So it's all good when people put it on Twitter, hey, all glory to God, I'm going on the transfer portal. Let's see if they play. How many of those guys going to play or travel or get snaps? I was going to tweet something the other day, a picture of me and say, you know what? I enjoyed my college experience. I didn't get one dime, but the lessons I learned was more valuable than any money you can ever pay me. And I appreciate that because that is long term. People are losing the fact that this is short term. I coached in the National Football League for 5 years. 5 years, right? Don't lose focus of what the long term. Get your degree, learn valuable lessons that's going to help you in the long term of your life. That's the whole purpose. This is a transition from being a kid to a grown-up.
I can't listen to any more of this shit.
Hold on. He was just teaching us all a little something, I will say
I was so angry watching this, watching this coach give this whole diatribe about, I learned all these lessons and these guys are just going for the short term. They're essentially saying they're just valuing the money and they're just chasing the bag. If an SEC school, not even a good one, just an SEC school or a Big Ten school went to Northern Illinois and said to this coach, hey, coach, we want to hire you. We're going to triple your salary. In a fucking second, he would be gone. He wouldn't think twice about that team. He'd be gone without a doubt. And I don't blame him. Go get your money, man. Do you? But the fact that he's going to be like, these kids should not be chasing the bag like this, to hopping around when he would go in a second.
But see, that's different, though. That's different. He ain't growing up. He grown. That's different, right?
I'm a man. I'm 40.
That's basically what he's saying, right? He's a man. He don't need to learn those lessons. He's already grown.
Scott, you've had some visceral reactions to this dude's comments.
Because, man, losers lose and winners win. Out here talking about, I didn't get a dime when I was in college. It's about the life lessons. Shut the fuck up. I didn't get a dime, coach, because you sucked. Because nobody would have paid you a dime even if you were an NIL. That's why you didn't get a dime. Don't sit here and tell these kids that it was you learned life lessons and blah, blah, fucking blah. They can't learn that shit anywhere. Get the fuck out of here with your fat ass talking about that nonsense. That was the part that I was done with it. I was like, you got to go, my man. Nobody was paying you for a lot of reasons, but most of all, it's because you're good enough to coach, and that's why you're a coach. So what? Nobody cares that you coached in the NFL, and obviously you weren't good enough to stick around. So here you are as a college coach. You want these kids to start pointing out all your deficiencies? Fuck out of here, dude.
I mean, the guy, he had some stats. 2,432 yards in 32 games. Sophomore, junior season was a over 1,000-yard rusher. He was a
For who?
COSIDA academic All-American too. I mean, he's got pelts on the wall,
Yeah. There is.
But he was diagnosed with a heart condition, cardiomyopathy hypertonic syndrome. So he had to sit out his senior season. So maybe he's speaking from experience, man. He's just saying, hey, look, enjoy it while you got it. If you can get reps, if you can get snaps, go ahead.
If somebody would have offered this motherfucker a Big Mac, he would have taken it.
Well, wouldn't you? Shit, Big Mac's good.
Well, yeah, but that's why it's all bullshit that he's sitting there trying to say, well, I didn't get paid and I learned all these life lessons. It's yeah, because the opportunity for any of that wasn't there for you. And it wouldn't have been, even in this. You would be doing the same thing if you were playing now and weren't getting the playing time that you thought you could do better. It's just don't be mad at the system, coach, because it no longer benefits you. Like, you benefited from the system, and now it's operating as intended. Like, you can't be mad. You got to just go with it and be like, hey, man, these kids got choices to make for themselves, and not the one I would have made. But you know what? We're going to win with the guys we got here, and just keep it moving. Like, this whole bitter pill ass fucking coach shit after the fact. No, these guys are leaving. I don't think it's fair. Fuck all that shit.
Scott and Mike tag teaming this topic like late 80s Road Warriors. This coach is straight corny, says Tank. Or as the kids say, cringe. Thank you, Sarah, for keeping us young.
I just wish he wasn't a black coach. Like, damn it, it's easy when it's Bill.
Biscuits
making me turn on this motherfucker
now. Timu Romeo Cornell. NIL stands for Northern Illinois Losers.
Wow, hold on a minute. Got him.
Got him.
Yeah.
The good one. It's so crazy, too, because everybody loved this coach last year after they beat Notre Dame and he was on the field crying, giving his post-game interview. Everybody was like, I love this dude. And then players transfer because that's what happens, right? You go to a little school, you show out, and then you go to a bigger school and transfer into that bigger school. And this guy's going to be sitting here like, well, we'll see who plays. Well, maybe probably shit, man. Do I really want to be in Northern Illinois when I could go to fucking Florida? God damn, are you kidding me? Oh, I don't give a shit if I'm not playing at Florida. I'm in Florida. Oh, no, you're right, coach. I would much rather stay in Northern Illinois and play for the Salukis instead of being a goddamn Florida game. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't even
it's extra loser vibes talking about I was gonna put a picture of myself and he's out here worried about, well, let's see who plays. Like, this fat motherfucker sounds like the dude who will be after his game late to the press conference because he gonna be checking the box scores of the players that transferred out, talking about, yeah, well, and I see Smith over here was another DNP. He could have been on the field today with us winners, but he over there sitting the bench. Dumb motherfucker. Anyway, next question. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Meanwhile, that dude that's DNP just got high as balls and is sitting on the sidelines in Florida where it's 90 degrees and he's just looking up at all the girls at Florida instead of being in NIU in the snow. He doesn't.
And the most important part, he got plenty of dimes to do it because he's now getting paid to be down there with the snow bunnies at Florida. I'd be on the sidelines DNP and it too. It'd be like, you could be at Northern Illinois balling out. I don't give a fuck. Not here in Florida getting paid. You see these bitches? I'll play next year. Fuck it.
Idea too of, well, they should stick around and get an education. That's what you're supposed to do. We had players literally out here going, I didn't come here to play school. They don't give a shit about the education, and I don't blame them. The education is pretty much worthless anymore. Like, it doesn't matter. You get a degree, and you still come out of school, and you only get a $20,000 a year job. So fuck the degree anyways. It's kind of pointless. Like, I'm all for, if I could go back in time and somebody was like, hey, listen, man, you're going to have to stay at this place for 4 years, but I'm going to pay you $5 million a year to do it. I'd be like, great, I will stick this shit out. You're allowed to go to a different one if you want. Sweet. I'm out of here. I'm going to a different, like, I don't give a shit. Why? And then they're like, well, you might not get the best education. I'm like, I don't care because I just banked for 4 years. Are you kidding me? I don't give a shit what kind of education I got. Bill Gates never went to college. Fuck this place, man. I'm good. I got this. Like, I got seed money. I got startup money. Stick around, get an education. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of these coaches and their same sorry arguments they've been given since the 80s, man. It's the same thing. I'm done. I'm done with this bullshit. I liked this guy last year. Don't like him anymore.
Well, and like I said, I mean, it's not just always black, but it's just like, dude, these are like literally the same things that white people have used to like make an example of like why black players predominantly shouldn't be getting the bags and shouldn't be able to do this, shouldn't be able to do that. The same, like now you're using those same arguments. So it's like, come on, man, come on. Like you can't be on the other side when you are on the other side. Like if you want it to be like it should have been or should always have been, should stay, then you got to just be like, yeah, man, you know, it's a bummer being on this side of it, but I understand. Like, don't go out there and shit on these kids and try to tell them that they could be doing better by staying at NIU. And that, what a sorry thing too. Like, has anybody ever said, wow, NIU degree, how prestigious? Let's add that in there. Like, coach is trying to back up NIU as a place that you would be worried about writing on a degree from.
Sure. We're down to 2 candidates. They both have the same years of experience and have been doing the same job for the last 3 years. One of the candidates graduated top of his class from Harvard, and this one graduated from NIU.
Why didn't you lead with that?
But he could have transferred.
Made.
He could have transferred, and he stayed.
He stayed for that education.
He stayed
It shows loyalty. Hire
Right.
this man.
hardworking, dedicated. Also,
First in, first out.
schmuck.
Real gym,
You know you can get one
real
over
gym
on
rat for the company.
I want to go when I first saw this video that occurred here with the head coach of NIU. It was in the Facebook group, and there was a comment on the Facebook post that said, quote, "This makes me proud to have lost to NIU."
God damn it.
Defend your
Name.
post, Mookie. Defend your post. Because Mookie
Oh,
said,
shit, that's right. I did say
"This
that.
makes me proud to have lost to NIU."
I like that he didn't realize it was him for a moment.
You know, guy was asking questions. You got to give him some credit for that, right? He's putting stuff out there. He's mixing it up. He's getting himself some pub. Look at all this free marketing he's
mixing
getting
it
right now,
up.
right? That marketing degree he got at NIU is clearly doing him some good.
He's doing the old President Trump. He's playing 4D chess. He's
That's
trying to get
right,
all those
exactly.
Look at, hey, come to NIU. We'll get you some schooling, boys.
That's right. We accept transfers, just don't transfer out. That's it.
Or you're dead to us.
That's the other thing. This dude does have a ton of transfers in, too.
But those kids,
if they're getting run out.
we ain't talking about those kids. Like their schools didn't need them. They came here for this education.
They
And NIU will school first.
Is True Game PJ Fleck graduated from NIU?
Our boy Money Blake Weather popped on the stream here. Blake, I want your input. How do you feel about the coach who is against players transferring out and just trying to hype up the NIU education?
Oh yeah, I was listening to y'all just acting a fool with this, and let him do what, let him make his money. Like, just let your players make, and stop hating on him. Like, this is like the type of dude that, like, you know, you work at a grocery store when you're a kid, and then you get an adult job, and he's still at the grocery store. He's just like, bro, you couldn't work the produce. It's like, no, dude. Like, I like money. I like money. I don't know what
You
to
couldn't
use.
work the produce.
Like, bro, just it's crabs in the bucket. That's crabs in the bucket mentality, and like, it's so shysty. But like, it's weird because like, he's the same dude who's like praising, you know, everybody's praising him like, oh, he's so likable. And then at the end of the day, you're like, yeah, but wait till they leave your ass, and then we'll see what your true colors are. And I think everybody has seen, I've been listening to y'all, so I don't really know the situation until I listen to y'all. I was getting ready. I had to go to hair and makeup. You know, they all got to get me prepped up for this show. Also, what a great crew you guys have that gets the guests prepped up. But yeah, like,
Very
it's
professional.
very professional. I came in here. I said, "Wow, what a professional show!
It is.
What a great NY. The word "you" is in NYU. I know this. I know all the words. But yeah, just being a hater, dude. Just being a hater. And like, just be happy. Be happy. You coach this person that's moving on to bigger and better things. You never hear about the director of like an actor's career who blossoms, and they're like, what do you think about he's never working with you again? You never hear him be like, well, fuck that guy. You know, it's always like, remember them. Like, I'm so glad that he's moving on to bigger and better things. We always love that type of person, not the person who's like, that stupid, you know, scoundrel, the fucking scallywag. He just moved on, and you're just like, ooh, bro, ooh, brother. Ooh. Let's cut to a clip of that right now.
I got closer tonight. Did you see him earlier? They were wonderful.
Don't
got one last one we didn't show.
Don't cut to a clip.
You should know about. Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room.
I mean, look at that shit. Double coverage, hands in his face. Army of all places catching that ball. When is the last time someone from Army?
I can't wait till we're gonna get copyright.
Yeah, that was
shit, by the way. EA's gonna be
knocking.
EA's gonna be knocking at the door.
Yeah, that was $45 well spent, I suppose. I don't know. That's good. That's good, I guess.
We said cut to a clip. I made 4. I might as well use them all, right?
Oh my god.
Let's just talk about this hater ass coach again.
I want to talk about a coach that we like because Coach O said he's got the itch again, boys. He was on.
He's banging pregnant chicks,
boys. And no, here's the problem.
How do we know he stopped?
When he signed it, that's a very good point. Are you pregnant on them drawers and this?
Are you pregnant under the drawers? What a pickup line.
Hey, that eject button pop out yet or no?
Is the turkey timer ready? Let's go.
Oh boy.
I like when that tickles my asshole. That's what I'm asking.
Don't cut to a clip on that one.
Just breathe.
We don't have the budget anymore after Mookie. We don't have.
Yeah, bring it all.
Coach
Use it all up.
Coach O wants to come back, boys, because when he got fired from LSU, the way they structured his payments, it was like once or twice a year for several years until December of this year. So Coach O is down to his last $437,000 payout from LSU, and he's like, kind of got the itch again.
I guess I got that itch for regular income.
I didn't have the itch this whole time. I was shirt off, but
had the talcum powder on.
I'm about to not get paid, so I should probably go out there and do something. Got that itch, boys.
What do you think he spent all his money on that he's already broke?
Pregnant women.
At least 50% of it on his on his ex-wife. That's like half of it was on his ex-wife at least. So
that's unfortunate.
Blake, what do you know about Coach O?
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm listening. I'm just listening and reading the comments. Right
I also know that Gabe is absolutely 100% correct that Coach O was on the island. Now that's for show.
That's another one though that showed up under different pretenses. He didn't realize what the real
but once he got there,
he was like, hey, I'm pregnant. Nope.
You want to be?
Yeah, right.
I feel like we don't have to cut to a clip with Mike's impersonation of this coach. Like I'm literally getting the whole story because just listening to him. I think this is great.
Here's the one thing I want to know, Blake. Based on the impression and what you're picking up from Mike, where did coach?
In the South, in the deep South. Like it's gotta be the deep South. Like I didn't pick up an exact particular twang, you know. We got a couple of them down here, but I would guess one of the A's, right? The Arkansas, Alabama, something where between, something between there. I don't know. But I could be wrong.
You're right there, man.
Right there.
You're right there.
Deep South.
It's Louisiana.
Oh, it has an A in there too.
It does. Louisiana.
Oh, he gets credit.
No, my word. I know the best words. I know all the words, all the letters. I know them all. A through W. I know all the letters. They're good letters. Tremendous letters.
All right, let's switch and talk some NFL real quick, Scott, because I saw this story and immediately thought of you. As we mentioned before, ESPN has gotten NFL Red Zone and NFL Network, and part of that deal, the NFL gets 10% of ESPN. They're a 10% owner of ESPN. Shortly after that happened, ESPN published an article that was like, hey, maybe CT is not that bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's maybe exclusive. I don't know. Some people are saying maybe the CT thing's a little overblown. Hey, I don't know. Boston was good. Okay, cool. So that was kind of one that people's eyebrows were like, wait, what just happened with this article? And now we've had another one. Because for this time, we've been hearing that ESPN was going to be producing a documentary about Colin Kaepernick. It was being directed by Spike Lee. Like, this was a big deal. And the project has been shelved. It's canceled. It's off. Citing creative differences with Spike Lee, which okay, ESPN. That's what happened.
With Spike Lee of all right.
Yeah, that's what we got creative differences on this one. Not that it's oh shit, the NFL owns 10% of us now. Maybe we shouldn't do a documentary about the NFL screwing over Colin Kaepernick. Scott, when you saw this headline come out, what was your first reaction?
That tracks. I mean, seriously, I almost didn't. Mostly because I had forgotten that they made that announcement that was coming out. Like, it seems like forever ago that they made that announcement. I hadn't heard anything, hadn't thought anything of it until the cancellation. But then I was like, oh, that makes sense. I hadn't even put together the merger, them signing. But this isn't even the first time ESPN has done this. Remember when they wanted to sign the NFL, or they wanted to like re-up on Sunday Night Football during the Playmakers era, and the NFL was like, yeah, you're not getting shit more for Sunday Night Football unless you get rid of Playmakers. And boom, Playmakers was gone. The next day it was like, Playmakers? What the fuck do you mean Playmakers? It's like they pulled it from existence. It's like we all didn't see Omar Gooden break his fucking leg in half on that show. No, we did. We were there, ESPN, but the NFL said shut it down.
Unlocked a suppressed memory that has been hiding in my brain forever. The minute you said ESPN Playmakers, I was transported back. What a great fucking
show was incredible. Incredible. And the NFL was like, oh no, that's too real. We don't like that. Cut it out. Boom. ESPN did. So, I mean, this is an easy one. Oh, wait. Promoting black people? Nope. We don't want to be too woke. Bye. But I mean, that's even before the NFL. That's even before the NFL probably told them, you're done. You're not doing that. You're not releasing that shit.
Mookie, do you remember Playmakers?
I do now. I had to Google it real quick,
so
though.
Good, man.
Yeah.
So good. And then it just got canceled. Boom.
The entire series is available on YouTube in 4K.
It was only one season too, though.
Yeah, and wasn't it only like 6 or 7 episodes? Like, because this it got cut short.
I'm seeing 11 episodes.
11,
did it make it to full 11? Okay.
It did make it the full 11, and then as part of this playlist, you can also see Snoop Dogg behind the scenes at Playmakers, and then another behind the scenes where I'm seeing Omar playing basketball. So
his leg healed though. That's good, right?
Blake, do you remember Playmakers from ESPN, or was that a little too old for you?
I don't think it was too old. I just don't think I was watching ESPN. If I'm quite honest, I don't know who these Playmakers are or what they're doing, but I hope it sounds like they're doing great. They're making, you know what? Why do I even talk right now? That's the name, I guess. What a great time to be alive, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. So no, it's a long story. I don't know the show. Talk to me. Tell me about what was going on. I'm just listening till I can, do an Alex Jones impression or something one of these days. I don't know.
We got you. Look, I'm just including.
I love it. I love it. I'm just listening.
Oh no, just to give you the Cliff Notes version, it was just like an extreme version of like basically NFL life, but it was taking all of like the stories that you kind of heard in the news and putting it out in kind of a wilder manner. But it was like people were saying around like the league and stuff that it was like, this is pretty accurate to like how these athletes act and like how the league acts to like, there was like shady shit going on with the league and covering up injuries and how things were going. And the NFL was like, no, this shit's way too much, using steroids and shit. Like,
I've got a question. When was this show? When was
it? Was like 2000. Yeah, I was gonna say it was freshman year. We watched it in the hallway together of our freshman year.
There's a lot of talking going on. Do we know a specific year? Because I have a question. 2003. Okay. What was that movie where Jamie Foxx, he was in there?
Any Given
Al Pacino.
Sunday.
What year did that come out? 99?
On it 99. Great call. It was 99.
Right. Yeah, I figured so. So this makes sense because when that movie came out, there's a reason they've never done another one like that. And that apparently touched the nerves of the NFL. Like, I think they tried to sue Was it Oliver Stone who made the movie? I'm like, bro, stop telling the fucking people these guys are doing cocaine off of hookers' titties at the after party when they win, because it's true. Don't tell people this. Stop that. You stop that now. Stop telling people how the ownership transfers, through the lady, and it goes to the daughter, and how she doesn't know how to mismanage, and she's being beat up, by the manager who's running, the coach who's running it better than her. Don't tell people this, because it's too real. That's 99.
This is exactly this. Yeah.
So I imagine that there's this whole clean sweep of 99 comes out on DVD, VHS 2000. I bet you ESPN or not ESPN, but football was on NFL was on a whole clean sweep and being like, what else could get us in trouble? And ESPN's in the dark corner of cable TV at the time. And they're like, who's doing steroids? And NFL's like, oh, fuck those guys. We're going after them. And I think they probably did this whole clean sweep of pooling criteria, because go find Any Given Sunday. I think it's tough to find on streaming. I can't remember the last time I saw it on Netflix or Amazon
on Paramount Plus now.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? Let's cut to the clip of Any Given Sunday right now.
Any Given Sunday. It's on Amazon Prime, Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango.
Yeah,
so,
you have to rent it.
Fandango.
Yeah, who goes to Fandango? And Fandango my pee-pee. Don't be bringing up Fandango, bro. Anyways, I remember those. Those are fun commercials. But this just reminds me of that time where NFL tried to clean up everything, and then they thought they were done with it, and then Will Smith does concussion, and they're like, oh no, this shit again. We have to go clean sweep everything again. And when's the last time an NFL movie that touches on a tough subject like that has come out? It's been a while.
Replacements.
That was way okay. All right, let's not cut to a clip. Let's just cut Mookie out the show.
Hey, that was a tough topic. A strike, scab players.
That was the 90s. That was around the same time as Any Given Sunday. God damn it, Mookie. You know what? Sometimes I love you, and sometimes just want to.
Blake's really part of the crew now. Blake really feels.
I was gonna say Blake is channeling his inner Mike.
That is Blake. That's been my relationship with Mookie for 20 years now. Just God, I love you, but sometimes
damn, Gabe said it's $3.99 to rent that shit.
Woo, good. All right. All right.
I will tell you, life hack. If you do the one extra day shipping with Amazon, they give you Amazon credits. That then, if you need to rent something in a pinch, you can just use it for that, and then it's free.
Yeah.
Or you can just sail those 7 seas.
I was just gonna say,
because
I still wouldn't pay.
Sometimes
you still are
you gotta
using
check
those credits that you
code.
could use on something else, so you're paying.
I've honestly not found anything else I can use them on that's worth it. I thought I could use it for actual shit I want, but not.
Oh, really? That sounds about right.
Well,
Here are these Amazon bucks that you can't spend on shit on Amazon.
Right. Unless you need to verify that season premiere is indeed the season premiere, because that happens from time to time when you find stuff. I was gonna say though, what about Ballers? Did you guys ever watch Ballers? Because they touch on some shit there. It's probably not as whatever as.
Here's the difference. Ballers was HBO, so the NFL.
Yeah,
they couldn't touch them. This was Playmakers was on ESPN, where the NFL was you want to show our games.
Is it because it was pay per view of the footage?
I'm also going to tell you something about that too. The NFL obviously had some say in that show because they used real NFL shit. So the NFL was not about to let them use their likenesses and logos and their players and all that shit if they didn't have a deal. So they were okay with that. Plus, HBO does Hard Knocks. So, there's a relationship there. So, of course, they didn't care. But ESPN, if you'd have to fact check me on this too, I think that Playmakers was their first foray into dramatic television. That was the first TV show that they had ever gone off that wasn't just, hey, we're sports highlights and all that other shit. But either way, of course they had the deal coming up. And nope.
ESPN hasn't had a scripted show since, right? They have
outside of 30 for 30. No,
but that's a documentary. That's not a scripted show.
And that's what I'm saying. They had made that announcement, and I'm could be wrong, but I thought Playmakers, if it wasn't the first, it was one of the first. And when that got shut down, it pretty much ended ESPN's run on doing any of that. Like they stopped
that show. I just looked it up. That show had the highest rated show on ESPN.
People loved it, dude.
Outside of Sunday Night Football with the NFL and Saturday college football games. Other than that, Playmakers was the highest rated show on the ESPN network. That's higher than SportsCenter. That's higher than every other piece of programming that ESPN had, and they canceled it because of pressure from the NFL.
Damn, dude.
The NFL, the NFL was trumping before Trump was trumping.
Dude, but here's the thing. If they're willing to bow down when ESPN doesn't have an ownership stake, what are they going to do now that ESPN does, or now that the NFL does have an ownership stake? Like, now that's your boss. It's one thing to cave to the manager of the other department, but now he's your manager. Like, you are going to get walked all over. You can't trust any NFL reporting coming out of ESPN from now on. You can't do it.
It sounds very similar to the current administration. You can't trust anything that comes out of it because
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you, Scott. A lot of people are saying don't trust
bad guy.
What a bad guy this guy is. Why do we have him here? He's not good. This other guy, this Mookie guy, not a great guy, terrible guy. A lot of people are saying horrible guy. I would agree. Very horrible guy, just like Scott. You can trust. You got to be able to trust. Boy Scouts, they trust. What a great trust. We're building trust. It's a great trust. The best trust.
It sounds like a real life press conference is the problem. It just sounds like what he's just drifted off into. Fucking Boy Scouts.
Oh my God. So speaking of trust, did you guys see that a lot of the conferences now are going to be putting out injury reports? I think it was 24 or 48 hours before the games. How much do you trust those?
The same as I always do, not much.
Well, they didn't used to do them at all. There was nothing official before, but now they're going to be doing it.
You're talking about for college?
For college, yeah. Sorry, yeah, the college Big 12, I think, announced at ACC.
I don't trust. I mean, I never trust teams, regardless of sport or what their requirement is, when it comes to reporting injuries, because I think they all lie about them. The only thing you can trust is the time in which they come back, like that. Like if a team consistently says like, this person, or they're real vague on it, just don't trust them. Like the Astros, they've been for the last 3 years. They like star players and not like less than. They've just been messing up left and right. They're like, oh, this dude's hurt. He'll be out for 3 weeks. Dude, Jordan got injured in May. They released later that he had a broken hand that they didn't know about 3 months later. They said originally it was going to be a 2 to 3 week injury. He's still not back. So yeah, I don't trust teams and leagues when they announce injuries anyway.
Mookie, are you doing this because you're trying to figure out how to gamble on the?
Well, no, that is where I was going to go with it, because they're doing all this stuff, specifically in Ohio, but let's not do prop bets and all that jazz. But putting out a injury report before the game is absolutely a hat tip to all the gamblers out there, is it not?
Except for that they lie on it.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
go ahead and crush every under as soon as that injury report comes out. See how that works out for you.
So are you proposing a model here? Is this what I'm hearing?
Nope. Just good luck. Just look at your unders and then good luck. Have fun. Let's talk baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Scott, your boy Rob Manfred.
Oh, God, he's at it again.
It was the Little League World Series where they took two teams to play in front of the Little Leaguers, and there's only a couple thousand people there. It was the Mariners and the Mets this weekend that got to be part of that showcase. And Rob did a little interview where he talked about expansion and saying, hey, we got to get to 32. We're going to get 2 more teams in here. We're going to get to 32, and then who knows? Maybe there's some geographical realignment that happens. And the internet went crazy. absolutely bonkers. Everybody's drawing up what they think the map should be. What does this mean? Does this mean no more American League, no more National League? And to those people, I ask, where the fuck have you been the last few years? Have you not been paying attention to what's happening? Because this is the road we've been going down, right? This has been the shining star beacon of light that we have been barreling towards as they do away with the designated hitter and look at expansion. Like, yes, clearly they are going to do away with the AL and NL, and we're just going to have new conferences, and that's going to be that. Scott, as the baseball purist, how enraged are you by this?
Not very, honestly. I saw a lot of what they're assuming the proposals are, and I gotta say, if the Braves are going to be in the same division as some mythical Tennessee team that pops up, and then a couple of Florida teams, I'm in. Sounds pretty easy to win whatever division or league that is. So sign me the fuck up, baby. Yeah, I mean, the proposals are wild, they're crazy, but I mean, I never really understand why people lose their minds over. I know it's gonna sound weird that I'm saying this, but like the way the league switch. Now, there being the rules in the individual leagues, like I traditionally liked that. But as far as teams jumping back and forth, like I remember people getting like butt hurt about like, oh, Houston deserves to be in, they're a National League team, and then oh no, they're an American League team and all that shit. And I'm like, I don't really give a crap what league either. And the lines have gotten so blurred now, like you said, at the universal DH, everybody's playing, the schedule is even, so everybody's playing everybody. I mean, who cares if they realign, really? I honestly think it could be kind of interesting to realign, shake things up a little bit.
Do you guys remember when the NHL realigned?
No.
Vaguely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who gives a fuck? Just let's move on.
Yeah, no. I mean, seriously, good example, Mookie, way to shut down the conversation. But I mean,
yeah,
big steaming pile of shit and just dropped it right in our laps as we're having this conversation. Hey,
well, Poopy's usually funny.
Move on. Our co-host just hit us with a nobody cares. Nobody cares what you guys are talking about right now.
He did.
Nobody gives a shit.
I'm more mad at why are people getting so upset about it? Like, give it a couple of years and everyone's not even going to remember.
I gave a shit until Mookie talked, and then I was like, maybe I don't need to care about this conversation.
We're influencing. That's how you get followers, right?
Also, what I'm drinking? Yeah, I have Peerless. There it is. Rye, a small batch.
Rye.
This is incredible. This tastes like alcoholic root beer with a slight spice at the end. It's been my new favorite. I had to buy another bottle today. I actually got it for a really, really cheap price. This was already cheap at a local liquor store that I'm doing content for, and then I got it even cheaper. And I'm like, you might as well just have not given me a receipt. Like this was so inexpensive, and it does cost a lot of money. But cheers out there.
I feel like you always get great deals down there in Texas. Is this part of your no income tax? You get cheap booze too?
Well, let's break this down. I do want to say this. We do get some decent picks. We do get some decent whiskeys. But if anybody, I'm going to put this out there. If anybody in Ohio ever wants to find a Weller Antique 107 for me, they're way easier to find for you than they are down here. So just hit me up on the DL. I'll send you money, and then you can send me down a snow globe, right? A snow globe or essential oils. You know what I mean? We could talk about it later.
Essential oils. Oh shit. All right, let's Scott, how's those 50 migs hitting right about now? How you feeling? You in a good headspace?
Oh yeah, no, we're good. Like,
all right, good.
This is the perfect high right about now.
I feel
to make sure you were feeling good as we talked about Jon Kruk breaking people's brains.
Right. I have thoughts on this one too,
because Jon Kruk was on the Phillies broadcast, and in the middle of the broadcast was just like, you ever think about the guy that invented clocks? Like, how do you know what time it was when he invented the clock? And people's brains exploded. Like, holy shit, one guy has decided this is what time it is, and we've just been going off of that forever. I'm not gonna lie, this was one of those that when I heard it, I laughed and then went, "Oh shit, no, for real." Like, how did he know? Mookie, you're nodding.
Because I've wondered this myself. Is that like, okay, so we got the dumb stuff like time zones and all that shit, but we've all used the Gregorian calendar for thousands of years now, despite there used to be like several different calendars in circulation in modern humanity. So why did we stick with 12 months? And why are there different numbers of days in some of them? Like, what's up with that? Just don't question it, though.
You don't question it because it's just how it's been. But how did they know that it was January? Scott, you said you had thoughts about Krucky getting high in the box apparently and spitting out.
I mean, look, I know I'm there right now, but I've often thought about this when not. And thought, well, I might be just crazy for thinking it, but you go to just like the names of things in general. Like I'm always just like, who decided that it was going to be called that, and it was going to stay called that? And there's well, no, because I mean, somewhere along the line, sometimes things change, and it's like, oh yeah, this actually evolved into this word, or oh, it's kind of different. But generally, there's a universal like word, like there's a way to say fuck in every language, but who decided that fuck was gonna be what fuck is? Like yeah, when Kruk asked this question, I was like, bro, there it is, man. I don't even know. I don't know who did decide. Like who's the first person who was like, I am accepting what you say as fact. It's 1:00 and we're off. We're fucking off. That's a clock. It's 1:00 and it's 3rd and 2.
I was going to try to work that in the clips and it just didn't work out, but maybe next time. Another one, and this was maybe not as out there, but like, who was the first one to be like, let me suck on these things off this cow?
You, maybe.
I took a shot. Didn't work.
Now I see what you're saying, like milk, but like I don't think anybody directly. I just feel like the pulling, but not. I don't. All right, let's cut to a clip of Mookie doing whatever he's gonna do.
We got Tank is nominating this for the Stone Conversations Hall. You know what time it was when he made a clock. And then Tank also want to know who figured out you could eat sushi. So along your line,
everything that's ever been eaten. There's been things that people know not to eat because somebody died from that shit or something happened bad. I was like, hey, yo, we can't eat that shit.
Okay, so Sarah answering wisely, and she said Romulus and Remus were fed off of the wolf mother, so that may have been a source. But I've wondered the same thing, like spicy stuff, jalapenos and everything, right? Aren't they supposed to be spicy because that's meant to be a deterrent to the animal? Well, if you eat it and then like 8 hours you have lava shits as an animal, and you're eating other stuff, how do you know it was like that was the thing that gave me the lava shits?
It's also funny that humans are really the only animals that like eat something and then shit their brains out and then are like, nah, I could do Taco Bell again. Yeah, for sure. I could totally do that again. Every other animal is like, I'm staying away from that. Did you see what happened last time? There ain't no way I'm letting my asshole fall out of my body again. Humans are like, nah, I'll take a Pepsi. We're all right.
Let me make let me make a pill so I can just shit better next time. It's like, maybe just don't put it in your mouth. I don't fucking know. But then people are like, no, it's got to go back. But let's take a pill for it. And then we'll figure it out later. It's us. That's all of us right now.
We're so stupid. We're so stupid. Uncle Whitey. Wait, hold on. Where's that comment? Uncle Whitey, Huey Stingfinger said, I bet dog milk tastes like how wet dogs smell.
Oh, gross.
And Gabe saying adults drinking breast milk is wild. Dude, you see there's breast milk ice cream out now?
Yeah.
Like people make breast milk ice cream. That's some stoner shit right there.
Well, that's some stoner shit, but it was also, I was like, man, why isn't this one of those things that Mike's always talking about where, they throw things out there to see if it sticks? Like, they didn't crowdsource this. Did anybody, was there a demand or like a joke out there that I missed about there being some titty milk ice cream? And people were like, yo, that sounds kind of good. Because when I heard it and then saw that was an actual thing, I'm like,
So
Who asked for this?
there was a
Bodybuilders.
whole arc in Superstore, the NBC sitcom, where one of the guys made human breast milk cheese. So apparently that's where they got their inspiration for breast milk ice cream. And Uncle Whitey also saying that Japan has breast milk bars. So
All
you
right,
go up there and you're like, let me get the 45-year-old white lady blonde on tap. Like,
We know that.
okay.
Yeah,
And
we
he
know.
responded, you get a catalog of women to choose from, and they grab her brand from the fridge.
What? I gotta go, dude.
Hold on.
What?
This is what's going to send us into overtime. This shit right here. This
That's
shit right
wild.
here. This shit right here
Apparently.
is going to send us into overtime.
No,
But
we're
Gabe
gonna-
also asking,
But I do want to say this though, for the people, the proponents against like cow milk, right? Like that's supposed to be a big thing. We're the only species that drinks a different, and then you're like, you're only supposed to drink your own species. Well, that's what's happening, and we're still like, that's fucking gross. So it's like, is it cow milk? Is it human? Like, where is
Where's
the
the
fine
line?
line then? Where's the fine line then? Either pick a side, because now Japan's on some year 3000 shit, and we're like, that's fucking gross, and they're looking at us like, well, you're drinking cow milk. That's fucking gross. Pick a side. No, you got to have a side. Either do the cow milk or do the human milk. And like again, we look at little kids and be like, oh, you're fucking gross. You're drinking fucking your mom's titty milk. Like
I do once they start
fucking
standing
grow
and
up.
ask for it, like some of these
Dude,
assholes
that's-
just be
yeah,
out there
that's-
now. I do say that.
As a baby, I'm like, nah, you don't. I don't feel bad. But like, when
Yeah,
it's
you don't have a choice.
When a 3-year-old's walking up and just like,
No.
Yeah.
I get some titty.
I'm not
it's
saying
like, whoa,
Yeah,
you're
wait.
gay.
But you're saying a different thing than what I'm saying. I'm saying we're not asking from the tap. Like if they didn't ask from the tap, you just give it to them in a bottle. Is that any different? Is that any different now? Like we need to start segmenting this, because it's like we need to determine what's actually gross. I'm not saying I'm like, hey, pro Japan, you guys got it figured out. And I'm not saying all the milk drinkers, like I can drink milk, I'm not lactose. But like where's the actual line of this?
I'm staking my claim. I'm pro cow milk.
Okay.
Not and it's because when my wife was trying to breastfeed, bro, it was like I felt like they were hooking her up like a dairy cow. Like she had to pump and then feed and then sleep for 20 minutes and then feed and then pump and then sleep.
Every
for
2
20 minutes.
hours, my child's
It was
mother had to do it. Yeah.
nonstop. And I was like, let's just give them formula, right? Like the labs are probably good enough. We don't need to worry about you being hooked to a machine for 19 hours out of the day. All right.
It's not
So,
like a little human factory is what it looked like to me. Like again, as a recent father, I remember my child's mother was doing that, and I was like, when do you sleep? Like, what is?
yeah,
We might as well have smoke coming out of your house. You're a little factory. What's
Yep.
going on? Yeah. So
Mookie is shrugging. He's living this
I'm
life.
gonna say free 99.
Free 99 is good. Free 99 is good, but sleep is priceless. I'm just throwing that out there. Like
Also true. Also a very valid point.
to get us into overtime, Tank nominated this question as the greatest stoner conversation, but then I Googled some great stoner thoughts, and I want to know your opinions. Do these take down Jon Kruk's, hey, how did the guy who invented a clock know what time it was?
Are any of them from the backup Colts quarterback?
No, they are not.
It's
This
gonna be really hard.
is not
Really hard.
stoner I went to high school with or stoner that I didn't go to high school with. This is just high thoughts that somebody has postured on the internet. Isn't it so fucking awesome that we have animals living in our houses with us? Like, dude, we share a house with these tiny sweet creatures, and it's so awesome. That's a gentle stoner right there. That dude, he's just like, we live with animals, bro. This is great.
Let's shut the fuck up, guys, stoner. No, we're not here to be nice and kind of like, yeah, we live with animals. So what?
Spaghetti is basically like an Italian version of ramen. Wild.
That's a little bit better. We're heating up. We're heating up.
All right, let's get this one as we slide into overtime. Mookie, this is just for you, too. This is right up your alley. Trifecta implies the existence of bifecta, right? What the fuck is a fecta?
put the camera on Mookie. That's a factor right there. Put the camera on Mookie.
I like that one. I like that one.
That's solid. Yeah,
that's good right there. At what the fuck is effective?
That's there. That's another Google.
That's just like that movie. What was it? 10 Things I Hate About You. When the girl's like, I know you could be underwhelmed and you could be overwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed? And it's like, for me, yes, but who the fuck says that, bitch? Like, what the fuck? Oh no, that's gonna slide us right into overtime. Mookie better not press a fucking button on me like he did the last 2 times I'm on this bitch. I'll just pause and shut the fuck up for 3 seconds.
Miller for 3. Oh, he backed it in. We're going to overtime.
That's Coach O. That's Coach O, Blake.
He looks like the way that you talked. That's what
he does. Like, this is how this man talking. He's just out here looking for some pregnant girls. That's Coach O.
He looks like the way he looks like if you just talk in that voice and I see that, I'm like, oh shit, we've got live recordings of this guy. This is interesting. He probably does want somebody to tickle his, his pickle, and also, something else in his body that I don't want to know about.
Coach O chugs breast milk.
Coach O Chukamongo.
Oh yeah, that's probably half the reason why I likes those ladies, right? Like that's.
Coach O was like, it ain't cheap to live in Japan, yo. I got to get back and coach.
I got to get back to that breast milk. Let me tell you what. Yeah, that'd be great.
He's in there looking at the menu like, oh shit. You guys got what? Y'all got that? Y'all got that 23? That age 23?
That combo meal. What do they serve on the side of those? Right, like you get the thing off the tap, but like they serve peanuts there.
I don't know what compliments breast milk, my guy.
I mean, that's never right. Like it can't be if you're having milk, it's cookies, right? You can't be.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, you gotta open up a place that's called Titty Milk and Cookies.
That's like Baskin Robbins, like Titty Robbins, like 32 flavors. Like,
I mean, hey, look, if Japan is getting ahead of the game over there, we should jump on it and get it here. Like we could be pioneers, and I mean, we could franchise like that. We get ahead of it enough. I'm just saying.
We can't. What state can we do this in? Because it ain't Ohio. We're not gonna get a big titty milk contingency in Ohio. We open up.
What state is Coach O from? They probably do it over there.
Yeah, it's definitely somewhere in the south.
In Bayou, we don't go to city bars though.
He does look like the son of that guy from all the Adam Sandler movies. Like, hey, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? With the overalls and the nipple ring, yeah. Homie, where you make it? That he looks like that, the son of that guy who played the coach, in the assistant coach and Coach Waterboy just ran around with him, made him run laps,
Y'all remember that time about Boucher?
Yeah, he looks like that guy's son.
Let's talk basketball.
As the dad on Boy Meets World for Sean. That's how I always remember him. That's how I always remember my guy.
Yes.
In the best of light, when he can speak English. God. Yeah, that's good.
Damn.
Let's got to a clip of Boy Meets.
God damn, I can't think of his name now, but he was
I don't know
for a while. There was the episode where he was the janitor and the kid like drops his probably breast milk.
Yeah.
Probably breast milk. Kid was way ahead of his time.
That dude was way ahead. We didn't even know either. We were kids. It went right over our heads. Indoctrinated. That's how.
I know it goes with Japanese breast milk. The Japanese pancakes, the fluffy ones. Duh. Where we've all been slipping. Nobody in the comments helped us out with this.
They've been easy.
Titty milk and sushi.
The Chug Drainpour that's there throughout that is apparently getting some traction.
Let's see it.
Okay, let's check it out.
I'm not sure exactly how it got here, but she said sip, chug, Drainpour, Stacey Dash, Gabrielle Union, Rachel McAdams, actresses who are all significantly older than the role they played.
Ooh, fuck, that's too tough because they're all getting a little sippy.
Yeah, so Jet, I'll buy you some time.
I was just gonna say Stacey Dash is crazy as fuck.
She crazy.
Gotta go. She gotta go, bro.
But at the time before
Gabe chiming in with sip.
Yeah, but I know. Hell yeah, my man Gabe knows. My man Gabe knows.
Zip McAdams because snow bunnies, Chug
Yep.
Union, and poor Drain Dash.
There it is. There is the answer. That was the one that popped in immediately. And the same reason for Gabe.
I'm almost gonna go opposite of that, but with Dash will be poured. McAdams as the what is it? What are the other
Chug.
two?
The Chug is the middle one.
McAdams getting chugged. We sip. Hey, I'm sipping on a. Consider this a little Gabrielle Union. You know what I'm saying?
I respect
No.
Dwayne Wade. I respect
Right.
Dwayne Wade too much, so I wouldn't say that about it.
Nope. Fuck you, Dwayne Wade. Move on over.
Dwayne Jones.
Whoever he wants to be nowadays.
Did we play it? Let's talk a little basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
Quick story here for you guys, because listen, whenever a mascot is in the news, your boy's got to report on it. The Denver Nuggets mascot, the guy who played the mascot Rocky for the Denver Nuggets, a guy by the name of Drake Solomon, he's been the mascot since 2021. He took over that mascotting job from his dad, who was the mascot for 30 years. This is like a family lineage. This is like nepotism in mascotting world. So this dude has been the mascot since 2021.
Wait, for who is this for?
For the Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
Rocky. He was diagnosed with a vascular necrosis, which is a bone tissue condition, and it was affecting his hip. So he was injured a lot. He had to have several surgeries, eventually had to have his hip replaced. He said that when he had his hip replaced, the Nuggets put on a call for an audition to replace him. He got back to work. He worked his way back. He gets back into the mascotting game. And he said he faced a hostile work environment when he came back. Eventually, the tryouts end. The Nuggets pick a new mascot, fire him, and get rid of him, sign this new guy with two hips, apparently. Solomon suing
hippest fucks.
Yeah, these sons of bitches, and they're you got to have two hips to be a mascot bullshit.
I think he misunderstood the HIPAA violation.
Fuck, did Mookie write that
Got him. Got him dead.
Good night, everybody.
He'll be here all week. Don't
that's
worry.
We got to go off on a high note like George.
I wanted to do another story, but I don't know if I should now.
If Mookie's going to be writing jokes like this, let's keep it up, actually. This is not bad, actually. I take back every bad thing I said about Mookie on our Discord right now, actually. That's great.
All right, well, that's the end of that story because let's talk fighting, boxing, kind of.
I
do. Ooh.
Well, boxing intro there for you. Blake, I'm glad you're on because bare knuckle fights are in the news this week. I didn't realize they have done this before, but apparently for the third time as Mookie ducks and dodges and dips. Don't stop once the camera gets on you. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't want to distract, right? Yeah.
Bare knuckle boxing is having their ice fights, ice wars. So it's bare knuckle boxing on skates. The tagline was no sticks, no pucks, no goals, just fights. It's everything we love about hockey without all that pesky hockey mixed in. They're just going to get two dudes out on the ice to throw down and fight bare knuckle style. Sign me up. October, Sunrise, Florida. I'm in. Blake, are you in? Are you in on this?
Yeah, I'll check it out. I also, too, have just seen so many highlights of them doing this in Russia. So it's like they've been doing it first. So, like, what makes this so special? And ain't not special about it's just we're doing it in America. Like, oh, okay. No, bro. Like, I've already seen highlights of this shit. It's fun to watch. Again, we're just doing it somewhere. They'll probably do it in Florida. The crazy Florida people they love to. I don't know if they know how to skate. Mookie, did Florida have a hockey team? They know how to skate?
Did okay. Yeah, they're all right.
They okay skaters, or they're just okay in hockey? Like what?
They play the body a lot, so I think that makes up for some of their lack of agility on the ice. But they got a lot of speed too. So
they're back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
You know who did have a lot of speed?
Details.
He was from Miami on Mighty Ducks 2. Luis somebody looked
Luis Mendoza.
Mendoza. He was from Miami. And he was but he didn't know how to stop. You remember that? He could run. They're like, he's so quick. He didn't know how to stop. Also, shout out to that movie. My high school's represented in that movie. Dwayne, what's his name? Who remembers Dwayne's name? The little cowboy kid from Austin. There's no way. That was his name. That's no way.
That's a good callback. Good job, Luke.
That was not it, right?
Scott's in the full giggle mode right now.
Well, I mean, we're also at the part. I mean, after that last joke, it's
Robertson. But Dwayne Robinson, yeah, he's from Austin, Texas, and he went to the high school I graduated from, Crockett. Also, we did not have a hockey team, so I don't know what the fuck they talking about in that movie. We've never had a hockey team, but I'm glad my high school got represented that I graduated from. Somebody else said Dwayne Johnson. Boy, that's old news right there. But all that to say, I guess they're going to throw it in Florida maybe, because I think BKFC is in Florida, the Bare Knuckle, if it's Bare Knuckle FC. But if it's somebody else, let's see what state they throw it in. But yeah, I'll tune in. I'll check it out.
I think it is Bare Knuckle FC.
Yeah. Well, surprise. I know something about combat sports. But yeah, I'm definitely going to tune in. That sounds interesting. It sounds fun. As long as nobody tries to take a skate off and cut somebody's head off, like yeah, like Happy Gilmore? He's like, I'm the only guy that took his skate off and tried to kill a guy.
Oh, you just don't want him to lose his record. That's fair. Because I would maybe want to that could be entertaining, because the time it's going to take you to take your skate off, you really leave yourself open and exposed. It's a risky move.
Scott, how do you feel about Bare Knuckle Ice Wars?
I'm here for this, dude. This is the best part of hockey. I mean, I want to make sure they're wearing jerseys when they do this, so that the best part is the pullover. I mean, come on. So, I mean, they had a whole scene instructing how it's done in Happy Gilmore. So I feel like that's gotta be part of this whole thing, but absolutely here for this.
I can't wait. We should do a watch along with this one. We should totally do like a second string.
What channel or what's it on? Is that on Paramount?
Details, man.
Okay, fair enough.
Who knows? I'm just telling you, no sticks, no pucks, no goals, just the fights. That's all we need to know. We'll figure out where we can watch it when it gets closer to October.
Ooh, good question, Rex. What are the betting lines going to be on that? I bet there's going to be a lot. The knockouts are not going to be that long of odds, because you fall down, you hit your head on the ice, lights out.
Very true. Very true. Great addition of the content there, Mookie. Let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. As always, we rate them on Caesar scale, dog or no dog. Scott, you had 50 migs in the cup tonight. What were you drinking, dog or no dog?
It's a Cycling Frog Cannabis Company's 50 migger, the raspberry lemonade. It's my favorite type of dog, one that doesn't shed. The doggiest of the dog, baby.
Luke, what were you drinking, dog or no dog?
Well, I decided to not rate it because it seemed unfair, but it was something that happened. Coffee stout that I'm trying to find the name of that I can't, because you know what? Yeah, I just did it. It wasn't meant to be.
Blake, what were you drinking tonight, dog or no dog?
Yeah, so I had this just to stay. I heard people talking about they're not drinking out there, and I was trying to be in solidarity, but also have some alcohol. So we had
trying to stay dry with you guys all, but just have a little booze, just a
little touch. But then I had Peerless small batch of rye whiskey. If you guys can get your hands on this, it's tremendous. If somebody needs a little sample, we could figure out a little something. But also, if anybody's out in Ohio, let me know. Let's talk about if y'all have more access to Weller 107 Antique, the essential oil, not the whiskey, but the essential oil. Let's talk about it. All right.
I'll keep an eye out for you for that red. You got to have some connections to get the red, though. It may be more available, but you got to have some connections. So I'll hit you up. I was drinking Drecker's Peach Swirly Creamsicle Sour. Absolute dog, despite the fact that, as mentioned earlier in the show, peach flavor, overrated. But in this case, the creamsicle is fantastic. Fellas, this was a show. Scott, I'm proud of you.
Properly
You made it
rated.
through. You did the thing, man.
And the best part is I won't be hungover tomorrow morning when I go to work in like 3 hours.
Oh, man. Gotta love it. Blake had to bail. So thank you, Blake, for popping in. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man. Thank you to all of you in the comment section of fourth host. You guys bring it every single week. Start to knock into the comments as much as I would have liked to tonight. I've blown Mookie for that. Keep putting the comments in because it helps. Tell a friend. Tell them to come subscribe to the channel, all right? We got over 300, boys. We're over 300 subscribers. So keep bumping that number. Those are rookie numbers. We got to pump those up a little bit more. So subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Create another Gmail account. Subscribe. Do whatever you got to do to subscribe to the channel and bump these numbers up. You follow us at Crafty Sports on all the social media platforms to see the show, to the show. You join the Facebook group, but instead join the Discord. It's linked below in the description of this video. If you're listening on audio, it's linked below. Go join the Discord. It's basically a group chat with all of us and the comment section. It's a good time. Shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. Go find all of those pods there, rate them, review them. We will see you all next week, everybody. Cheers, everybody.
Today is always a good day to release the files.
You never walk alone. Hook 'em.
You don't worry about the no's, you only worry about the yeses. The no's determine your future, not the yeses will come.